So this just happened a few minutes ago, and it was a long time in the waiting. Many fans were wondering where Nike has been with any Caitlin Clark merchandise whatsoever. And now, for the moment many people have been waiting for. Caitlin Clark has dropped her signature logo for her product line.
And here's what you got, folks. The CC, as it unveiled and Nike showed us, it showed us that they're prepared to pursue the $1 billion revenue that Caitlin Clark is going to bring to Nike.
The Nike website just crashed, and Caitlin Clark is the cause. This will go down in history as the night Nike servers were unable to match her star power. Chaos broke out as soon as the navy and yellow logo tee went live at midnight. What transpired was unlike anything we had ever witnessed.
According to Nike, the shirt is available, but it's not available just.
We're talking about complete website collapses, bots overwhelming the system, resellers selling shirts for thousands of dollars in a matter of minutes, and sales that made even Jordan drops seem insignificant. This is the tale of how a $40 tee became the most popular item in sports merchandise history, and why Nike executives are already referring to it as the largest launch they have ever witnessed.
We're live on WNIK, and as usual, we're talking about Caitlin Clark.
Millions of fans were glued to Nike.com, waiting for the drop with their hands and cards at their fingertips. Caitlin Clark's logo went live at midnight. Nike servers were unable to manage the stampede in a matter of seconds.
Imagine it's going to get sold out lickety-split. Caitlin Clark was first signed to Nike in April of 2024, so it took about a year and a half.
Even Nike's billion-dollar technology was unable to handle the significant spike in traffic. The pressure caused it to entirely buckle. Error messages all over the screen. Mid-checkout, customers were expelled. Alongside the website, the Nike app also crashed. The IT staff at headquarters was forced into full emergency mode.
Features interlocking Cs. Her mark is emblematic of ever-expanding range on the.
Allow me to share some astounding numbers with you. According to Nike insiders, the website had over 10 million page views in the first 60 seconds. That is more traffic than the majority of websites receive in a full year. Additionally, Nike was able to process more than 500,000 orders in the first hour before the system finally crashed. With tees costing $40 for adults and $35 for children, the total sales come to around $20 million. In 60 minutes, gone. And that was the only thing that got through prior to the collision.
Feels good. Got the pants, got the shorts, necklace, zipper, everything.
Now consider this from a different angle. When LeBron's first pair of Nike trainers was released, it took him a full week to reach these kinds of numbers. Even Jordan retros typically reach a daily maximum of about 100,000 pairs. But in a single night, sales of Caitlin Clark's t-shirts surpassed those of her famous shoes. Resellers with several accounts and bots were cleaning up while regular fans struggled with error screens. In a few hours, some are said to have taken hundreds of shirts with them.
Clark, that logo's okay. I would buy one of her shirts. I don't care about Indiana Fever or the WNBA that much, nor do I watch games, but it's a pretty cool logo. What do you think?
Shortly after the debut, Clark's shirt began to appear for $200, $300, and even $500 on StockX, eBay, and GRA. That is a markup of about $1, 200%. Sneaker King 23, an online reseller, is said to have made $50,000 on these t-shirts alone in a single evening. The market for resale went completely crazy. Caitlin Clark's logo t-shirt sold more in its first day of sales than any other non-sneaker item in StockX's history, according to the company. Greater than Travis Scott merchandise and Supreme drops. Nothing was even close. This was not limited to the United States. It spread all across the planet. The same chaos reappeared when the release entered Europe at 6 a.m. local time, with Nike servers abroad crashing once more. The craze intensified in Asia, where Caitlin Clark has a sizable fan base. The shirts were selling for more than 3,000 yen on Chinese resale websites. In US dollars, that is more than $400. In the meantime, enthusiasts in Tokyo were physically spending the night outside Nike stores in an attempt to obtain one.
It's really unique, I think it's very creative for Caitlin Clark to come up with something like this. And I just enjoy all of it, it's like aura.
We love it! It's simple, yet it speaks a lot. I love it.
No matter the nation, Australia, Canada, Mexico, the outcome was the same. Sellouts happen instantly. Nike's worldwide logistics team was reportedly working non-stop shifts around the clock to keep up with the deluge of orders due to the extreme demand.
This is interesting because when I looked at it, it had an international presence, the CC. And you look at it, are we talking about Coach? Are we talking about Louis Vuitton? Are we talking about Gucci? The CC is a global international brand that will don on top products all throughout the world.
This is something Nike didn't anticipate. They believed they were prepared. According to sources, the business produced 2 million jerseys for the first release, which is more than previous Jordan launches. However, it fell well short of meeting demand. All of them vanished in under 3 hours. Workers in Indonesian and Vietnamese factories were immediately called in for emergency shifts, forcing them to work overtime. According to reports, Nike immediately put an extra 5 million units into production. FedEx and UPS trucks were filled to the brim with nothing but Clark shirts, and shipping firms were offered 3 times their regular fees to give her merchandise priority. The supply chain was completely disorganized. At 3 a.m, executives at Nike headquarters held emergency meetings, and the CEO was personally awakened to receive an update on the situation. This was more than just the introduction of a product. Nobody could have expected this phenomenon. While social media managers worked non-stop to appease irate fans who were unable to purchase a jersey, the marketing team hurried to capitalize on momentum. Wait times for customer service lines are 5 hours. Here's the twist, though. The following day, Nike's stock price surged by 8% in pre-market trading. Investors referred to the excitement as pure gold. Nike's prognosis was improved by Wall Street analysts due to a single t-shirt. In the meantime, Twitter X, whatever you name it, completely took off last month. Hashtag Caitlin Clark globally. Nike was the most popular trend. Not just in sports, not just in the US, but worldwide.
There's very few people who get the opportunity to say that they have a logo and to make the impact that she makes, not just, I think, in the sport, but globally, just by being who she is. She's a connector. She brings people together. And, I think for us to be a part of that, and whether it's, as simple as being able to celebrate all of these things with her, or, as much as walking out into the arena and seeing the whiteout on the chairs out there, it's really cool. And it's really special I'm talking about it right now, and just feeling the intense gratitude for me personally, being in women's basketball, to be able to be a part of this moment and to celebrate.
Videos of fans frantically attempting to obtain the shirt received hundreds of millions of views on TikTok. Over 50 million people saw a video of a girl crying because she was unable to get one. Influencers were openly asking $1,000 for a single shirt in exchange for content. Instagram erupted with images from the fortunate few who were able to purchase one, while celebs took to social media to lament their inability to do so. According to reports, Drake had his team buy 100 jerseys from resellers. Nike's competitors were in complete panic while they were celebrating a positive issue. It was said that Adidas executives were in urgent meetings, frantically trying to figure out how they missed this opportunity. On the day of the introduction, Under Armour's shares fell 3%. Despite having Angel Reese, Reebok was shocked to see that Clark's t-shirt generated more discussion than whole shoe lines. Leadership at Puma was requesting explanations for why Breanna Stewart's equipment wasn't catching fire in this manner. The same query kept coming up in the sports world. How did Nike create a cultural earthquake out of a basic t-shirt? The solution was straightforward. Clark, Caitlin. The response from celebrities proved it. LeBron James shared a photo of himself wearing the shirt with the words, "Respect greatness." In just 1 hour, the one post received 5 million likes.
That's our logo, man. Signature unveil, man. Shout out to
I
CC.
like that one.
You rolling with it?
I'm rolling, bro.
All right, man. Her shoe is supposed
What was this commercial?
It's a worldwide occurrence. Caitlin Clark did more than merely shatter records. She destroyed them. The most sought-after item of sports memorabilia ever was a t-shirt with a straightforward logo. Nike will probably recoup their $28 million agreement each week. Clark definitively demonstrated that women's sports gear can outperform men's, not merely compete with it. This day will always be remembered as the day Caitlin Clark broke every record in sports merchandise, the internet, and Nike. And to make matters worse, this is just the start. Have you found a shirt with the Clark logo, or are you still looking? For more crazy sports business breakdowns, share your tale in the comment section and subscribe.